Hey y'all, it's Christine. So let's talk stimulus checks. If you are one of the ones who is lucky enough to continue to be employed with no interruption, you don't need a stimulus check. And that's me too, so I'm talking to myself. If you've got a ton of savings in the bank, you don't need a stimulus check. In SURJ, we talk about wealth a lot. We talk about wealth and income, money. We talk about income inequality, and specifically the intersection of race, class, and then the racist roots of income inequality. This crisis has exacerbated all of the displays of income inequality. We can see so clearly who has and has not, because we see who gets to stay home and work from home, and we get to see who needs to still work on the front lines, taking care of us, our service workers. We get to see who's hailed as heroes and who needs to be cleaning up after us, right? So at this moment, when money has fallen from the sky, those of us who are not in need have a real chance to be able to pass on money to those who are in need, and that is what we're asking you to do. I want to be clear when we're talking about this stimulus check and passing it on. This money is not your money. If you've been to our 201 class, you've heard me say that no money is your money, and I know that's a pretty radical idea, but as we unlearn the ideas of meritocracy, the narrative of this U.S. idea of capitalism, of bootstrapism, which I know isn't a real word, but I think you've got the idea. This concept that I've earned everything that I have, I worked for it. Unlearning that and really getting to a place where what's in my bank account is not what gives me value. Getting to that point is what allows you to be able to give it away. And that's a powerful thing. That puts you in a really powerful place for the movement of anti-racism. The sooner you can get there, the better. And whatever we can do at SURJ to help you get there, we want to do it. We believe that resources are abundant, but the problem is how they are distributed. One of our core values is that there is enough for all. That's a SURJ San Diego core value, and that's a SURJ showing up for racial justice, the national organization we're affiliated with. That's one of our core values. And we really believe that if we could figure out a way to distribute or allocate resources more fairly, that there would be enough for everybody, as far as housing, as far as food, as far as energy, everything. We'd all have enough that we'd all be provided for. And so, like I said, since money is falling from the sky, when I found out that I was getting a stimulus check, I said, why? I don't need money. Yeah, I could use it. It'd be great to, pay off that or save money. I don't need money. I'm employed. I have paychecks still coming. And so this is our chance to be able to pass that money on to people who need it. And that is exactly what we're asking you to do. So we've teamed up with the San Diego Tenants Union for quite a while. If you've been a part of SURJ, you've heard of them before. So they have an eviction defense fund that's ongoing. Part of what SDTU does is help people who are have the potential to be evicted. Right now they're working with lots of different apartment complex folks and all sorts of different tenants to try to prevent them from being evicted, because even though there's an eviction moratorium, there are still landlords who are trying to evict folks. And so the Eviction Defense Fund will be able to prevent people from losing their homes. And so that is specifically what we are contributing. Any money that we get from you goes straight to this Eviction Defense Fund. And so your money, that is not your money. The money that is contributed from your stimulus checks will go straight to this Eviction Defense Fund and will help keep San Diegans in their homes. And so that's what we're asking you to contribute to. We've already been receiving contributions, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Please keep them coming. If you're in a position where you need to put away some for savings, please do that. Do what needs to be done. Do it without shame, and contribute what you can. And if you just absolutely cannot contribute anything, I encourage you to please show up for show up digitally for the San Diego Tenants Union rent strike. Follow them on social media, see how you can support. If you are connected with another San Diego grassroots organization, please pass your stimulus check on to them if that is what your heart leads you to do. The reason we have chosen San Diego Tenants Union is because we know that that will keep folks in homes, and we want to do that first and foremost during this time when people are losing their jobs. Thanks for listening so much. Contact us if you have any questions. We look forward to seeing you soon at some of our education events and being able to connect with you and connect you with one another. Keep fighting the good fight.